Good afternoon, fellow Plexers. Tom in the Plexaholic Facebook group is having trouble naming the V miniseries from 1983. Now, I got a little goofed up because I thought he was talking about a different series from 1984. And the reason I got mixed up is I use TVDB for everything and not TMDB. I use it with my Filebot expression to name media, and I only use TMDB to name movies. So here it is, clearly listed at TMDB, but I don't see any entry for it at TVDB, which is what I looked up when I first read his post. So this makes for an interesting little video then. So let's see. Where am I? Too many file browsers open. So I had mocked up the wrong series on one of my test Plex servers for Tom, and he had to correct me that I had the wrong one. So then when I tried to rename things manually to then throw back into Filebot, Filebot will not find this using the TVDB expression that I normally use. So I used my TMDB one and it found it. So the files were renamed similarly, and I put them on my test server, and I still failed, but I think I know why, and that's why I wanted to record this video. So if I back up to my test server, to just the library, it found the miniseries. It has a description for the miniseries. We've got the right year. We're pulling a good poster. When I click into the season, I don't have any metadata for the episode. And actually, it's just episode 1, season 1. It's not part 1 and part 2. And the reason would be this. And I think I'll be able to prove it. I set all my TV show libraries to pull episode ordering from TVDB. And I'm not sure if this is Tom's exact problem, but it's my problem right now. So I do not want to change back to the movie database, which is default for all my TV shows, even my test one. But what I do want to do is only for this show, I can edit it, then go to the advanced, and then I can switch just this show back to the movie database aired, save changes. Now let me get into this, and now I'm going to hit the 3 dots and refresh metadata. So you see the poster changed a little bit because it's pulling it in from a different metadata source. And now you see that the proper background graphics came from TMDB and the proper episode descriptions came in. So Tom, if you're not seeing this, by chance, is your Plex TV show library set up to pull episode ordering by default from TVDB? A normal new library pulls it from TMDB until you make the change. So I was easily able to make the change, and the metadata filtered through. And let's go back to how I have this series named. I bet you I probably don't even need the TMDB ID in the show folder. But that's how my Filebot expression does it when I'm naming from TMDB for a series. Simple season 01 folder, and then I do have my extra media characteristics put in the file name just as Plex describes to do so by bracketing that information. So V1983 in parentheses, the standard season episode coding, the episode name, which is optional. All the parts are separated by the official separator of space dash space. This would also be compliant to use a plain period instead. Plex does give an example of that somewhere, but you do not replace every natural space with a period or an underscore. Those are both big no-nos. So Tom, I hope this is helpful to you, and I'm guessing that's why it's not scanning in properly. So everybody else, happy Plexing.